Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Ooh, Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Come on, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got this radio show. Man, how I got here, I really can't explain it. Only by the grace of God. That's all I can really tell you. I was talking with a buddy the other day, and he was telling me, he said, man, he had an interesting philosophy about it. He said, you can have dreams and visions. He said, but God will never show you what all he has for you. He won't show you all of it because he knows you'll mess it up. And you know what, man? I thought about that, and wow, how true is that? Okay, I know that I got a radio show. I didn't see it. It's just become this major blessing for me. I didn't see it. But if I would have seen it and known when he had planned on giving it to me, I would have messed it up. Because number one, my first question would have been to him, why I got to wait so long? Why don't I go down here and start on the radio now? And then I'll be in radio. And then, ta-da, see there, God? But see, the thing about God is God don't need your help. Matter of fact, he don't really want it. All he wants is you to love him and obey him. If you can do them two things, I think, I could be wrong, I think he'd be really cool with us. So had I known about these blessings that he had for me, I would have messed them up because I would have put my thinking in the figuring process, and that would have jacked it all up. That's the first thing I'd have asked him, why I got to wait so long. And then if he'd have shown me what I was going to have to do to get it, I would have sure messed that up. Man, I ain't finna do that. I ain't finna do all of that. Wait a minute. I got to go through all of these mishaps in my life so when I get the radio show, I have something to share? Man, why don't I just read a couple books and share that experience with them? No, see, I want you to know what you're talking about. I want you to be transparent. I want people to be able to identify with your struggle and apply their struggle to it and see that they can get over. See, God never shows you all of it because he know we'll mess it up. I wouldn't have any books. I certainly, please know I would not be the host of Family Feud. Can I tell you that? It is amazing, man, how God works. And my invitation to everybody today is allow God to work. You know, you can ask him why all you want to, and from time to time, I still do. No good for me, but that old why me, old woe is me, Lord thing, that don't really get it for me. Because when I start asking him why, I'm asking somebody who has a thought process so high above mine that there's no way if he told it to me, I wouldn't even get it. You wouldn't either. I don't care how bright you think you are, man. You just ain't going to get how and why he does it his way. You're not going to understand it. But he has a plan for each and every one of us. And if we adhere to the plan, if we submit ourselves to his will and just say, okay, God, what you want me to do? I am telling you it is the best way to live. Now, you can also do it the way I did it early on. You can just do what you want to do and see how it go from there. And I will tell you from personal experience, it's not going to go good. You know, my wife and I were talking the other day, and she said something with me, and I had to write it down. She said, Steve, you know the funny thing about sin? She said, sin costs you more than you want to pay and causes you to stay longer than you want to stay. I asked my wife where she got that from. She said some old person told it to her. She said, sin costs you more than you want to pay and causes you to stay longer than you want to stay. That's the problem, man, about doing what you want to do. Because we are all sinners, man, all of us. All of us, every last one of us are sinners. You will be a sinner until you die. Now, you could be saved by grace, but you're going to be a sinner, man. You are going to make mistakes. You are going to, in your life, knowingly do wrong. I bet you will. I don't know who you think you are. I don't know who you've been listening to, but get this. We are sinners. We were born into a world that is sinful. Now, it's okay. It's okay. It's our world. But we can make the best of it because we can form a relationship with God and we can go to war with this thing, you know, and we can win. You can actually get over. Being born into this world is not an end all. It doesn't mean you're doomed. No, man. Because God is available to give you life and not only give you life, but give it to you more abundantly. I have more of an abundant life than I've ever had. If you took away the finances, trust and believe, I have so many things I could tell you that I'm grateful for my wife, for my children, man, for my family, for the few friends that I have, for the work that I do, man, for the respect that I feel around some people, from the reputation I've earned. Now, I ain't cool with everybody. I got that. I'm cool. I ain't cool with everybody. Everybody ain't cool with me. Everybody don't like me. Man, get past that right there. I don't care what you do, everybody ain't gonna like you. Some people didn't like Jesus. What did he do? What did he do wrong to anybody? Show it to me where he was just out there just messing over folks and you could justify all that happened to him. Just show it to me. But he knew everybody ain't gonna like me. I just come to save y'all. You understand? I got you, ain't feeling me. You're gonna spit on me, you're gonna hang me up there, you're gonna pierce my side, you're gonna do all that to me. When you get through, I still love you. That's a powerful statement, man. God will take care of you. If you form this relationship with him, he has something for you. He has a plan for you that is beyond your imagination. He will give you the desires of your heart, but he also has some stuff in store for you that you're not even asking for, that he is willing to ship to an address that belongs to you as long as you stay on the right path and are trying your best. God will ship you the blessing anyway. Because please know he's done it to me. I'm a living witness to this, that God will ship you blessings and you ain't going to be perfect. But if he know your heart, man, if he know you trying to do better, if he see you trying to change, if he see you trying to get it right, he understands that you going to stumble all the way through this thing. But if he know your heart and he know you trying to get it right and you doing the best you can, boy, he'll ship some stuff your way, man. You really be tripping, man. You would really be tripping. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, it's crazy, ain't it?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. The Steve Harvey Morning Show is upon us. Another great day. Another day of gratitude. Start your day with gratitude. It will affect your attitude, which is in direct correlation with your altitude. Man, I'm grateful. I just spend 60 seconds when you wake up in the morning and just thank him for yesterday. Thank him for all he got you through, everything he presented you. And you thank him for waking you up this morning and all the things that's about to occur that's going to eventually work out on your behalf. That's all I'm suggesting. Shirley Strawberry suggests that. Carly Farrell does. The mouth of the South, Mississippi Monica. Spear, Mr. Spear. Kill Spear Space. We got to give him a name. Better known as Junior, the legend of Nephew Tommy.
Yeah,
Junior, what's on your mind today, man?
Well, I see you didn't win. You didn't win the Mega Millions, so you at work.
Well, I'm here. Oh, that one ticket one.
Yeah, but let me ask you, it's on record. You don't like praise dancers. You say you don't like them.
No, I think we should boycott that at the church.
Okay, but if you would have won the Mega Millions, would you praise dance?
No, I wouldn't praise dance, but I was gonna do a shout that would have rivaled any of the best apostolic shouters in the world together. I'll tell you one thing, y'all ain't wouldn't have
I would like to see that.
I'd a Russian dance. You know how you squat and keep your leg out? That's hard to do, boy. I'd lay flat on my back and just pop straight up with my feet. You see, if you could do that, I'd do that. I'm going to do one damn cartwheel, and I don't even know how to do that because I thought that was a girl exercise, so I never learned how to cartwheel. I cartwheel. And then I'm going to jump in my swimming pool butt naked, just butt naked, in the deep and create immediate struggle for myself. But I do have enough skills to get to the edge and climb out, and I'm not going to dry off either.
Just walking through the house wet.
I'm just dripping water.
Through Marjorie's house wet. Why are you in here without no clothes on? Because I won $1 billion. You're talking to me. And I'm going to talk back to her ass, too. Real
Right
snappy
away?
like. Yeah, real snappy like. What? Yeah.
One person.
One person.
In Illinois.
Man.
Oh, I got family in Illinois. Let me get to college.
No, I do. But they didn't win.
What's happening?
Oh my gosh, I appreciate that. That's what you would have done. That's been nice.
Great day.
Yeah.
Also,
What do you
this is a,
What?
Family Feud when they got, no notice. They'll just be out there, cameras plugged up, rehearsing families and everything.
Yeah.
Anybody see Mr. Harvey? Well, he must have won that million.
Billion. All right, well, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew and run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to set your morning off. Start it off with Run That Prank Back and the nephew. What you got, Neff?
Your daughter bit my son. Your daughter bit my son. And we're going to have a conversation about it. Let's go, Captain.
Hello.
Hello, may I speak to Kira?
This is Kira.
Kira Mc...
This is Kira.
Look, do your daughter go to Little Academy?
Yes. Who's this?
And her name is...
Yes, who's this?
Listen, your daughter done bit my son Joshua on the back.
My daughter, bitch. No.
This is Wilton. Your daughter done bit my son.
Well, Wilton, slow the down. You can't just call my house and tell me my daughter bit your son.
You ain't finna sit here and be cussing at me, lady. I just said your daughter, Sakira, bit my son Joshua in the back.
And I just said no. I just said no. Two things. One, my daughter wouldn't bite nobody. And two, don't call my house with this tone.
I call with any kind of tone I want to call with. All I'm saying is your daughter done bit my son in the back. And I'm going to tell
and
you
all I'm saying, is don't call my house with this attitude saying some that my daughter bit your child in the back. My daughter has manners and she wouldn't be biting nobody in the back. What did your
How
son
the
do
hell
that
if you
wanna
know
fight
somebody
somebody in the back?
how the hell you know what your daughter gonna be doing if you ain't there
Because I
24?
raised my daughter.
You raised the shit.
You live with your son?
She
You
ain't
live
but
with your son, or you just come in once a month and try to do some kind of daddy work?
your daughter ain't but 4 years old. How in the hell you know her that damn well?
I've been with her for 4 years. Where the you been? My daughter does not be biting people around in the back and the neck or anything like that. What the hell is wrong with you? Don't call my house with this attitude.
How the hell you figure I'm a weekend daddy? I'm calling you about what's going on with my child.
But I don't think you got your facts straight. So next time you call somebody to tell them about their child, figure out everything about your child first.
All I'm saying is that the people at the academy said Shakira bit my son Joshua in the back.
Well, I can't understand you saying because I don't like your tone. So don't call me about my baby. Have her mama call me.
It don't make no difference if a mama or a daddy call, as long as somebody call. Hello? Call her back, dog.
Hello?
Is this Kira?
This is Kira.
Why you hang up on me?
Why are you still calling me and why are you yelling at me? My child didn't bite your child in the back. When I picked up my child, they didn't say to me, your child bit somebody in the back.
Okay,
I know my child. I'm with my child every day. Like I said in the first place, you must be some kind of weekend daddy. I know my child. I'm with my child every day. Are you?
I'm with my...
I don't even know who Joshua is. She should have just hit him in the head.
Hey, what you ain't gonna do is sit here and talk about my baby. Now, you asked me to lower my tone.
You wanna know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hang up one more game.
Lower your tone. Hello? Hello? Call her back, dog. Call her back, cat.
Hello?
Don't hang up on me no more, lady.
Call my number again.
I'm going to call you until you tell me why your child is biting my child in the back.
I am not in the mood to play with you right now.
You're going to mess around and get you and your child whooped. You and your child. Whoa. Guess what? Shakira got a daddy. You talking about whipping somebody? Whoop Shakira's daddy. No, you don't have else to say. You can't call my house and threaten me and my child. If my child bit your child, well, that's what your child deserves. He got whooped. My daughter whooped your son. This probably won't be the last time the little fat snotty nose kids get this. You ain't gonna be talking about me and my son.
With no fake facts. She didn't bite him in the back. She might have whooped his, but my daughter don't play nasty like that.
Your daughter bit my son in the back.
Keep talking. You found my phone number, find my address, and have Shakira's daddy beat your.
What?
I said bring your on over here. The same way the same way Shakira whipped your baby, my baby daddy gonna whip your. Bring it on.
I'm coming over there and beat you and your child
with a belt. I said, you don't call a woman and tell her you coming over to beat her and her child. You come over here and beat her daddy's. Come over here and beat Shakira's daddy's.
He don't want none of me.
You don't want this.
I'm on my way over there now.
Bring it on in.
Somebody gonna get that.
Yeah, daddy home all week. Not like your
he ain't got no damn job.
No, he got a job.
Y'all gonna make me come over there tonight.
Bring it on right now.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm finna
tell me something else then.
You gonna get bit and your baby gonna get bit too.
You gonna bite me and my baby? Shakira dad gonna whoop yo.
Can I say something to you?
Say something to me then.
This nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked.
I am shamed. I am so shamed.
You just got pranked. Your sister Glenda told me.
She said, she didn't. I told her they couldn't get me for this.
She said, she said, you always tell me, Tommy will never get me.
I told her that wouldn't happen to me. But you can't call somebody and talk about their baby. Hell no. Let me
I'm going to hit you with it, Cam.
That's where it counts, man. Don't call nobody about that child. You got my heart hurting.
Look, can I ask you something? Let me ask you something. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Shakira got a daddy.
Period.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
I love her.
Yeah.
Calling me with all this.
Shakira got a daddy.
It's back to school time, huh, Tommy?
Yeah. It is that time. It's that time. We got a couple. We got about another. Jordan got another week, another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The 15th, I believe, the 15th of August.
Oh, really?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. When does Tasha start?
22nd.
Oh,
Tasha got a
a
daddy.
long time.
Yeah,
Tasha got a daddy.
And his name is Tosh.
So yeah.
All right, nephew.
That
With
is
that
that
craziness. Yeah.
Hey, I gotta keep it stupid, Sharon. There ain't no other way to be. I'm sorry. I ain't coming here. I don't feel like preaching to y'all in the morning.
Keep it stupid.
I'm not trying to save souls. I'm trying
Tommy,
to laugh
effortless.
souls. Yes.
Yeah.
But I was sexy Friday night though. Did y'all catch?
Ready
that
to
boy was
love.
sexy.
Yeah,
That
man.
boy. Oh, I had to look at myself. I said, he did good. He really did a good job.
Saw you in your purple, in your lavender
You told
lilac
yourself that.
suit.
I told myself that you did good, Tommy. You really did good.
You ready?
Yeah.
And we saw the missus, of course. Mrs.
Yeah,
Miles.
that episode ain't came on yet, but she's in the.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, it's a busy Tuesday morning. Still trending, Will Smith's apology to Chris Rock, and Chris kind of responds. Plus, Beyonce's new album, Renaissance, is out. Yes, it is. We'll also talk about the legacy of the late, great NBL Hall of Famer and legend, Bill Russell, who passed away. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building for your love questions. Nunu in Augusta writes, I'm a single mom of 2 boys and my youngest son is 6 years old and he's a busybody. I put on a movie for them and went out to my car for some adult time with my boyfriend. My apartment is too small to do it while my boys are home. We were getting busy and my son was looking through the window. I punished him for coming outside, but I feel bad. Should I let this one slide?
Well, you punished him for coming outside.
Mm-hmm.
Did you punish him for coming outside, or you punish him for looking in the window?
Who's that peeping in my window?
She said for coming outside,
Well,
but she feels badly about it. Yeah.
well, first of all, you should teach him to do what you said. So punishing him for coming outside. But y'all need to get that car up the street or something. Or you should do
Go to
what
the
I used
park
to
or
do when I used to
something,
go
dog.
down
Where
to
they
the
need to
lake.
go, man?
Or you could stay in the driveway, but you got to get some Noxzema or Pond's cold cream and put it on the window. You know how they used to
The
put
whole
on the window.
car?
Well, you know how they used to put that stuff on the window when the stove was going out of business.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
White stuff, yeah.
That was
That white
Noxzema?
stuff. Well, no,
I
that's
didn't
what
know
we
that.
could do because Noxzema was only 99 cents.
Oh.
We didn't have the money for the white stuff, but Noxzema.
are you?
Just tell you tricks of the trade. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get
What
damn about what
trade?
you ought to do with this boy, but y'all trying to get private time in a car. That's
Uh-huh.
you know, you finna have 3 more kids at this rate.
He's only 6. He's only 6 years old.
What did he
He's
see?
6. He probably the oldest.
Yeah, no, he's the youngest.
Well, you know what? I don't recommend in the car, lady. I just don't.
Yeah.
The apartment is too small to do anything in the house. You're going to have to pull up. You're going to practice some restraints. It ain't going to work no more.
Let's
go
get a
to Netflix.
babysitter. Yeah. All right.
She ain't got
But-
money for that.
Okay. Phyllis in Freeport.
Cream.
Phyllis in Freeport says, I'm in my late 60s and I've never been in a serious relationship, but I still want to be married. All of my friends that are married envy my freedom and my peace, and I love being single, but I do think I'd love being married. At my age, should I pursue a long-term lover or keep having casual sex with no commitment?
Phyllis,
Late 60s.
you in your
Yeah.
late 60s, you
Late
ain't
60s.
never been married? You mean to tell me, Phyllis, in all these years, ain't nobody that you done had all this casual sex with it wanted none of this sex at the house permanent? Phyllis, I already know something wrong with you.
She's
I
never been
already know.
serious.
Y'all can sit up in here. No, it ain't. Yeah, it is. It's crazy as a
Phyllis.
lightning bug. Sitting up in here trying to act like
what's wrong?
everything right. The hell she want a husband for now? You in your late 60s. Well, go on and convince one of them that you ain't been able to convince in 60-some years to want you at the house all the time. Y'all don't think, man, please miss me with this right here. Y'all ain't got to like my answer, but Phyllis do. Phyllis, you crazy. You've been crazy your whole life. Now you going to wait till late in life. Now who wants you now, Phyllis?
Is that helping, Steve? Really?
No, hell yeah, because people
honest.
need honesty sometimes. Sitting up in here, you've been passing over all these men all these years, and all your girlfriends love your freedom. Nobody want to be that damn free by yourself. Sitting up here, can't watch a movie with nobody. You got to pop all the popcorn your damn self.
What does that have to do with
I know.
You can't get
She's
dressed
never-
and ask nobody how you look. That's probably what's been wrong. You've been dressing yourself, coming out the house looking crazy.
Ain't asked nobody.
Yeah, ain't nobody. You like this hair, you like this makeup. It's too much. Nah, you've been doing like you want to do. Now you want some help.
But yeah, so what? Yeah, I
Well,
mean, it's
Phyllis,
never too
go
late
on and
for love.
ask one of them to marry you then. Or get
She
one of
asked
them
them?
to ask you to marry. How you think it's going to work?
She's
seems
never
this-
been in a serious relationship.
How? In your 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make sense, Shirley.
I can't help you. And why y'all trying to be nice?
Because she's
Well, I
asking
mean,
for
yeah,
advice.
she-
She's saying, should she pursue a long-term commitment? So in all of her 60 years, maybe she's been going about it the wrong way.
Well,
So
then
now
go about it the other way.
What's the other one? She's asking for your advice.
In other words,
Should she pursue? She's
All right, here
saying,
we go.
should
Here we
she
go.
pursue
Okay.
a long-term
Shirley,
lover?
Hey, Shirley, you know what? Here, what's her name? Phyllis?
Yes, you know her name.
Old ass name. Old ass.
She told you her age. We already know that.
You're in your late 60s. If you want to pursue a long-term, lasting, more committed relationship, I think you should. Now, Phyllis, since you've been passing them up all these years, here's the second half of that advice. Now you got to find someone who wants to pursue it with you. Good luck.
That's the hard part.
Good luck.
That's the hard part.
But
Yeah,
that's
she
the
can't-
hard part in
Yeah.
any age,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Well, then, and how much harder you think it's going to be when your ass is old?
But she
lot
says,
harder
or
at
should she
60, I'm
keep
sure.
having casual sex with no commitment? That's
Shirley,
Huh?
Shirley, sweetheart, we heard you. Stop trying to make this sound better.
I want to help
She
her.
wants
All
to
right.
keep having casual sex. Have it.
Doesn't. Maybe she doesn't
Casual
know that-
sex. Hey, well, it's gotten you where you are today.
Why
All
are
this
you
casual
mad?
sex with no commitment. Man
Right,
can just come over there and get what he wants and go on to the house. Everybody
Now
sign
you're
up for that. Now get somebody to sign up for staying over there, helping you with them bills, making funeral arrangements, trying to get in the wheel, because that's where you're at now. Now you got to be picking out plots and tombstones and what you want to say on it, and who going to be at the funeral, and who in the wheel, and who your executioner, and all of this here. You got to figure that out. Who's the executor of the will? Then you got to do all this property assessment and all this here. Now what? Now we can't even have no fun because we in here handling nothing but legal matters. Because you done waited till your ass is 70. Now we ain't even having fun right now. Every subject we bring up is gloomy. Health care, Obamacare.
We
Who
going
gonna
over
take
policies.
me? Who gonna wash me? Where the nearest home at? Who gonna come visit me? Let me introduce you to my great grandkids. Yo, who? You know how many people this man got to go in here and memorize? He gonna go to the family unit, gonna be packed. You the old lady sitting under the tree, everybody lined up to see. This ain't finna be no damn fun.
Oh, man.
Well, Phyllis,
I hope that helps.
thank you, CLO.
Who wants
yeah.
to be a granddaddy?
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This is still trending, this story. Will Smith, Steve, has finally started talking about slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars. He stayed quiet, for several months. Will uploaded an emotional video to YouTube to discuss what he did and to apologize to Rock. Take a listen.
I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
The slap earned Will, of course, a 10-year ban from the Academy. He closed his message by saying, "I hate when I let people down, so it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me." Chris Rock, for the most part, hasn't directly responded to Will's apology. What he did do was incorporate the situation into his act. Everybody is trying to be an effing victim, he said. This was during a gig at Atlanta's Fox Theater on Friday night. If everybody claims to be a victim, then no one will hear the real victims. Even me getting smacked by Suge Smith. I went to work the next day. I got kids. Yeah, he called Will Smith Suge Smith. Anyway, he said, "I went to work the next day. I got kids. Anyone who says words hurt have never been punched in the face." So, yeah. Whoa. What do you think about Will's apology, Steve?
Well, here's what I think happened. I think Will was completely shocked and caught off guard by the backlash. Because I think it was the first time in his life and career, because he's been the nice rapper, parents just don't understand, men in black. And for the first time, he felt the masses and the venom of the general public. He realized the ramifications of that slap wasn't just Chris, but he ruined the Oscars for a lot of people that night. For Will Packer, for the co-executive producer, for Questlove right after him, for the three women that hosted it for the first time. And even for his own Oscar, he ruined that night because the night became about the slap. I like the fact that he apologized to Chris's mother. I think that, and I liked the apology overall because it took time, because he had to go away, man. See, and he didn't know what that was like. So this was huge for him because he came back and had to realize, man, the ripple effect was way more mad. That's why he went away. You ain't seen him on social media or nothing.
Nothing. So you're saying that's what took him so long to apologize. He had to go away and deal with himself.
Hey, man, he been to India. You don't understand, man. When you think you well-liked and you find out you ain't, hey, man, that public thing hurts. Now, look, I haven't done anything like that, but you know what I mean? But like, hey, man, when I made the mistake on Miss Universe,
you got dragged.
That backlash was wicked, man. I couldn't believe the amount of uproar worldwide. Now, I didn't slap nobody. I just made a public error. But, oh, my goodness, it took me a week, man, to balance myself. It don't take me 3 months because I'm a different dude than Will Smith. I've already been kicked and murdered, so it wasn't new to me. I was used to not nobody liking me. Hell, I had big-ass lips and a stuttering problem, so I was cool with that. But Will, this was brand new shock for Will. Oh, no, man. This was too much for Will. And then you coming off of the heels of the why you did it, and then he had to relive the Jada thing about you didn't slap that boy that had that entanglement. Oh, man. Oh, brother. And then he lost the respect of the Academy, and he lost the respect of his peers, and that crumbled Will. I like his apology. I accept it. I will now be able to go on and watch King Richard, because when people ask forgiveness, that's our job. Yeah, Chris is a whole nother matter, but I can move forward now because I'm not one to keep a person, tied up and held to bondage over a mistake they made, because I made them.
Yeah, and we forgive because we want to be forgiven. You're exactly right.
Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. So he say he's sorry. I'm cool with it. Now, as people going, you can keep your apology. Them people, no matter what.
You're not gonna,
for those that hate you, no apology accepted.
That's right.
For those that love you, no apology necessary. But since you gave it, and I was cool with Will, I could be cool with that because he got it right. And I like the fact that he didn't do it on red table, because then it would appear like, oh, y'all trying to get some more damn views. I like him setting up a camera by himself and doing it that way and addressing some of the more prominent questions that the social media was putting at him. So I liked it. I liked the response. I mean, it's cool. You know, Chris got to work it out a different way.
Well, he's still making money off of it too on tour. So Chris is,
Well, Shirley, he ain't making money off of that.
He's making money because he's funny. He's been making money.
Well, of course he's funny. Of course he's funny, but people still want to go see him and see what he has to say about the slap. I mean, that's still a big part of his act now.
That 15-second routine ain't making no money, Shirley.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then we'll move on. How about that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Coming up in 20 minutes, 98 days left until midterm elections. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve Harvey Nation, listen up. There are 98 days until the midterm elections on November 2nd. This is the official midterm season, okay? Just 98 days. There are all 435 House seats, 35 senators, and countless local and state officials in your area up for re-election and election. Do your part and vote. Today, our primary elections in the following states: Arizona, Washington, Kansas, Missouri, and Michigan. This is Decision 2022. We are in crisis mode, in case you didn't know. And please don't just sit these primaries and midterms out. They are important. We need you to register. And register now. Check out your voter registration status at whenweallvote.org. That's whenweallvote.org. This is important. This is an important election year. Yeah. Less than 100 days. Yeah.
We got to. We're going to, though. I have no doubt. Man.
Show up.
Yeah. Oh man, we ready. We're ready for voter suppression, voter oppression, voter omission, change of laws and rules. We will be keeping our listeners abreast to it all. We are ready. You will not deny us. We have proven to ourselves and the world that our vote now counts, and we are going to make you count them from now on. Sorry.
That's right.
I mean,
this is critical.
Yeah, you see what's going on. Supreme Court, we told y'all you have to vote in every election all the time.
Every single one.
Judges, the justice system, they go up. Now they're trying to be Supreme Court justices, overturning laws that are 50 years old, trying to take away women's reproductive rights. Y'all better vote.
Are they trying to make it hard? Yes.
Are the minority telling the majority what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
and like I said,
this world is comprised of far less conservatives than they are liberals and Democrats. It's just less. But because the Electoral College vote, they keep an even balance, and therefore they keep control. I'm telling you, man, they can't stand. They can't stand the thought of being an actual underdog and minority. And as soon as they get to power, they gonna flex it and cause everybody to have to go along with their viewpoints. And that's not how this world really, really works.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Again, there are primary elections in the following states: Arizona, Washington, Kansas, Missouri, and Michigan. Please go to whenweallvote.org to register, check your registration status, all that, so you can be ready in November for the big fight.
Woo, it's a fight.
And that's what it's going to be. Yeah. All right. Coming up in 34 minutes after the hour, some sad news. We will talk about the loss and the legacy of one of the NBA's greatest players, Bill Russell, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Boston Celtics legend Bill Russell passed away on Sunday. He was 88 years old. Over the course of his illustrious career with the Boston Celtics, Bill Russell led them to 11 NBA championships.
Wow.
Michael Jordan wrote, yeah, that's a lot. Michael Jordan wrote, Bill Russell was a pioneer and player and the first Black coach and activist. He paved the way and set the example for every Black player who came into the league after him. Magic Johnson tweeted, I'm heartbroken to hear about the passing of the greatest winner of the game of basketball. He was my friend for over 30 years. LeBron James, Steph Curry all posted thanking Bill Russell for being an icon, for being a trailblazer on and off the court, being there and mentoring today's modern players. Russell's wife, meanwhile, Janine, was by his side at the time of his death, and the family statement, thanks fans for keeping Bill in your prayers. So there you have it, the greatest player of all time, Bill Russell.
Now, you know what? One of the things was what made him great was his stand that he took with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, athletes like that of that time. He paved the way for Black athletes today. I only met him once in passing, very quickly. Hey, Mr. Russell, how you doing? Young man, how you doing? Love you. Love you too. So that was it. And so I don't have any personal stories, but he was just an icon, man. Great brother. Great brother.
Absolutely. And he will be missed. He definitely will be missed.
11 NBA championships. That's a ring for each finger and one.
And a toe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Michael Jordan has 6, right?
Yeah. But you gotta know what you're doing.
I mean, do you think, Steve, today when the legends, the greats, Bill Russell and, Michael Jordan, and you see the players today, is there a connection with the mentoring still continuing, with the modern players?
Somewhat. The greats get it. The regular players and the regular masses don't get it. Because, we live in the what have you done for me lately generation. Oh, yeah. So they don't really know about Bill Russell. They don't take the time to research history. And we've proven that as a society over and over and over. So the greatness of Bill Russell is really not appreciated by a lot of the young players today and a lot of the young people today. Because they just don't give a damn about history, or nor do they give much respect or credence to the past. So he won't get his just due. SportsCenter's doing it, but you got to be on SportsCenter. They're not really understanding what this man did for Black people and for diversity in the league, and what he understood about winning. When Wilt Chamberlain got the biggest contract in basketball, $100,000.
Wow.
Red Auerbach gave Bill Russell a contract for $100,001 and told him the reason I'm getting, even though Wilt had bigger stats than Bill Russell, he gave him the dollar because he was a proven winner.
Yeah.
Now, they don't have the footage of him like they do of Steph Curry today or of LeBron or anything.
Yeah.
Right.
But when it came to like Wilt, they would play up and down the floor, and Wilt Chamberlain would outscore him, out-rebound him, and everything. But he couldn't beat him. He couldn't beat him.
Wow.
And that's the problem of today. We never give our old heroes. It's the people arguing today vehemently because of the greatness of Kobe Bryant. They want to say Kobe Bryant was the greatest basketball player of all time. And he was after the Michael Jordan era.
Yeah, he learned from,
And it's just the way people are today. LeBron is greater than Michael Jordan because they didn't see that era. They don't care.
Right.
And so part of it's that.
Yeah.
And let's make sure we say he is a proud member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Thank you, Shirley. Go ahead.
I didn't know that. That's good. That's good.
Rest in peace, Bill Russell. The late, great Bill Russell. Coming up next, as we switch gears here, it is the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, I'm not the one and we're not the two. We'll get into that and find out what that's all about.
Who the three?
That's interesting.
Who is the three then?
That is interesting. I love
One and two is three.
Yeah, if you do your math right, it is. All right, but right now the nephew is here. You hear him with today's prank phone call. What you got, Neff? What is on the menu?
Well, before I give you that, I just wanted to tell y'all I'm so disappointed that I did not win the lottery. I was going to share that with a lot of people, and I didn't win. And maybe it's because of what I keep saying if I win the lottery. Maybe,
Oh, you think?
Saying how I'm going to disappear and fake my death. And I need to stop that. Maybe that's why I'm not winning. So I just want to state that I will hang around and be a part of everybody's lives if I win.
You think that's going to help you?
Yeah, that fixed
and now it's down to like 20-something million.
But then you're going to win and still fake your death.
And it's down to like 20-something million now, and I don't even know if I want to play now. I don't know what that is.
That's delete you. That's not enough. One person in Illinois.
In Illinois.
Man, oh my God.
Billion.
All right, I'm going to keep doing pranks. Here it is, my auntie's bike. My auntie's bike. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Vaughn.
This Vaughn?
Hey man, this K-Dub, man. Listen, do you know somebody that live on?
Yeah, my mama stay on. Hey, who is this?
Hey, this K-Dub, man. My auntie, Miss Tinsley, she live on. Now my auntie say you came over here and stole a bicycle and some other stuff out of her garage.
Okay, hold up. Well, first of all, who is you, man? I stole a bike out of somebody's garage. Who is this? Who is K? I don't know no K-Dub.
This is K-Dub, man. My auntie, Miss Tinsley, live down the street from your mama. And my auntie just got you telling me you the one came over here and took a bike and a toolbox or something out of that garage.
Man, first of all, I don't even know no damn Miss Tinsley. And second of all, I don't steal. Your auntie, Miss Tinsley, say I stole something out of her garage. Put her on the phone, man. Put your auntie on the phone. I ain't stole nothing from nowhere. I ain't got to steal.
She can't talk. My auntie can't talk to you.
Why she can't talk? She say I stole something.
No, my auntie deaf. She sign language me and told me that you the one stole the bike.
Your auntie deaf and she told you, she sign language you and said I stole the bike.
Hold on, wait just a minute.
How you get my number?
Hold on, wait a minute, man. She sign language with me now. Hold on. Okay, she say quit all that damn lying. You know damn well you the one that stole the bike.
Hey man, hold up. So your auntie is cussing me out through you in sign language. That's you telling me that I done stole a damn bike. Say, man, first of all, how the hell you even get my number, man?
I got your number from some people that live down the street that say that I asked them for Miss, ain't your mama Miss?
Yeah, Miss, my mama.
Okay, well, look, man, the people down the street evidently knew your number. I told them I needed to talk to you. Soon as my auntie told me that you was the one that stole the bike out the garage. Now, look, I ain't trying to have no problem. I just need you to bring the bike.
Hey, man, all that. Can you sign language back to your auntie?
Yeah, I can sign language back to her.
Tell her that I said that I ain't stole no bike. How about that? Tell your auntie I ain't stole no damn bike.
Right now, man, hold on.
I'm a grown man.
I'm trying to tell her right now. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. She's saying something. She said your black is lying, and you know damn well you got that bike.
Man, look here, man. You, your damn auntie, that street with nobody on that street except for my mama. I'm a grown man. What the I gotta steal a bike for? Your deaf. She must be dumb too. She deaf and dumb. She think I stole something. I don't even know y'all. Who the are you?
My auntie ain't deaf and dumb, dude. Okay, my auntie don't never lie. And if Miss Tinsley say that somebody took something, that dog, she telling the truth. My auntie don't be lying, and just to be lying, why she just gonna lie on you? Why she gonna pick you out?
Man, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but I ain't got no reason to steal no bike. Now I got a car that ain't paid for. I'm a grown man. I'm trying to get custody of my son. So I'm gonna come in somebody's garage and steal a bike. Is you crazy? You crazy as she is, man. Get out my line with that.
Hold on. My auntie talk.
I don't know what she's saying.
Wait a minute, man. I'm trying to see what she's saying. Oh. She say that black know damn well he took that bike. and he better bring that damn bike back.
Okay, that's that. Look at, man, I don't know why you still on my line, man. I ain't took no bike. The dumb ain't his line. Is he even
hey, man, hey, dog, let me tell you something. You gonna respect my auntie. You hear me?
Hey, man, you gonna respect me. You call my phone with that. I'm here trying to get my together. You call me some. Hey, who are you? Who the are you? I don't know who this is. I don't know.
I'm K-Dub, man. I'm K-Dub. Everybody know K-Dub.
I ain't never heard of no K-Dub on in my life. My mama been staying on for 15 years. I ain't never heard no K-Dub. I ain't heard no Miss Tinsley. I ain't heard about no deaf lady. I ain't seen no bike. Get the off my line, man.
Hey, man, see, you gonna make me go down and steal something out of Miss house if you don't bring that damn bike back.
Oh, you got me up. Bring somebody to my mama house if you want to. I'm on my way over there. Bring somebody to my mama house. My family is gonna be over for you. The deaf dumb ain't you got. Whoever the down there gave you my number. Everybody, you got me up. We'll blow this up. I'll that street up. You go by my mama house. You better not step in my mama grass. You come by my mama plant. I'm gonna you up. You got me up. You gonna turn me to the dark side. I'm on my way right now. I don't know. We still on the phone.
Wait a minute. What you say? My auntie say ain't nobody scared of your.
Ow, that's crazy. Say, tell your deaf auntie to bring her outside, and I'll bet you she hear them licks I'm gonna be putting on your. Yo, I'll beat your. She gonna be undeaf today. I bet she get cured when she see me whooping your.
Hey man, hey, look, I ain't coming by myself, homie. Tommy gonna be there with me. Tommy gonna help me whoop your ass.
Who the is Tommy? Tommy who?
Tommy, man, nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your mama, Miss Vera.
That's that right there, man. My mama, no, I don't like nobody with him, man. God,
your mama say, my son love me to death. He don't let nothing. He take care of me. He don't let nothing go wrong with me. He don't let nobody mess with me. He said, all you got to do is act like you gonna do something to his mama.
Oh man, well I hope she heard that. I hope she hear me cousin like I did, man. God, I'm in the mirror sweating. I'm mad for real. Y'all did this one, man. I swear to God, I wasn't myself. Don't judge me, man. Tell my mama she wrong for that too, dude. What's up, nephew?
What up, baby? You off the chain, boy. You off the chain. You just like me, man, boy. You love your mama. I ain't mad at you. Hey, I gotta ask you, man, one more thing. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, without a doubt, man. It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. With nephew Tommy, man. Without a doubt.
Hey man, tell Miss Vera I said, hey, all right.
We're gonna go drop off that little $200. But she wanna play games though. You know what I'm saying? Joke might be on her now, bro.
And there you have it. That's the nephew being stupid this morning, right there. That's the dose, right there. That's that dose for you.
Always messing with people.
Hey, man. I'm loving it. I like when people tell me I don't go in my job until I hear that prank. I don't start my day till like, well, there it is for you. My auntie's bike. I hope you like it. Now you can get your day started. Now you can go on about your business now. You can have some fun now. You see what I'm saying? The whole day will be fine as long as you get your prank on.
That's so
and tune in Friday night. Catch me. The all new season of Ready to Love Miami has started. If you didn't catch it last week, catch up and jump on to see episode 2 will be this coming Friday. That's on your own network. That is 9/8 Central, only on OWN, starring yours truly, nephew Tommy. I did pretty good. I did pretty doggone good.
All right.
I must admit.
Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. I'm not the one and we're not the two. We'll get into that and find out what that's all about right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, before we get to the Strawberry Letter, we got to remind you 98 days until the midterms. 98 days until the midterms. Today is election day for primaries in Arizona, Kansas, Washington, Missouri, and Michigan. Please make sure you register to vote. All you have to do is go to whenweallvote.org. That's whenweallvote.org. Okay? That's right. Let's get out and vote, people. Let's get out and vote. It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. If you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. Okay?
All
Never
right.
know. It could be yours.
You never know. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Subject, I'm not the one and we're not the two. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 49-year-old single woman, and I say I'm single because I've been in a dead-end relationship for almost 10 years. I was so in love with this man, and I felt like he loved me, but he stopped telling me after 3 years of being together. Instead of telling me, he'd say that I was the closest thing he had to a wife, and everyone knows who his number one is. I was too needy and gullible back then to realize how stupid that sounded. There have been a few incidences here and there where I'd hear something about my man out in the streets, and he would always say that other women are jealous of me because he's all mine. He has a huge ego, and I fed it for years, and now that I've come to my senses, I want out of this foolishness. Our house is in my name, his car is in my name, and he has a credit card that I let him use. It's been a cycle of this man telling me whatever I need to hear, so I won't dump him. But I'm ready to go for good, and here's why. I got home from work Tuesday, and he was already home in his bathrobe. He said that it felt like he had COVID, so I told him to go to the doctor. He left at 4 p.m. and called later to say he'd been admitted and would call me later. I did not even get to ask what hospital he was in, and his phone must have been off because I couldn't reach him. My spidey senses kicked in, and I called his mother to see if she'd heard from him. She said he had just left her house and he looked fine to her. He came in the next morning with Gatorade and ibuprofen, and he said it was dehydration. I'm not the one, and we are not the two. It's time for him to go, and I need advice on how to break the cycle so he doesn't keep lying and cheating. How do I get rid of this man? I'm trying to figure out, why is that so hard for you to get rid of him? It's been pretty much unhappiness for you for 10 years, or at least 7 of the 10. Don't you want to be happy and have a real relationship with someone who treats you like a queen? You say you need advice on how to break the cycle so he doesn't keep lying and cheating. And how do you get rid of this man? Um, you know, why is this so hard? I don't think that's what's happening here. He's not treating you like a queen. He's not giving you what you need. You mentioned how much you love the man, but why do you love him so much? I think it's because he's been there. It's comfortable. It's convenient for you. It's hard a lot of times to just pack up and start over. I get that, but a new start is better than staying in this, what you call dead end relationship, isn't it? Comfort and convenience do have a tendency to make us stay longer than we should. Uh, you're still with a man who lied to you about having COVID, so he can get out of the house and cheat. I mean, that's basically what you're saying in this letter. Your instincts are telling you that. So dump him. I mean, it's time for him to realize the old you is gone, and now he's got to go. You've been with him for way too long, taking this type of behavior. People break up every day. You guys aren't married. It's not like there's a divorce where you have to split your assets and stuff. Tell him you're not happy. It's time for you to move on. This relationship is going nowhere. In other words, tell him you're done and it's over. I mean, he's probably going to beg and plead and lie because, remember, you take care of his house and his car and everything, but you got to stay strong. You just got to get out of it. It's not that hard. Steve?
Man, lady, here's a woman who wrote a letter, who actually answered the letter herself, but she wrote the letter looking for an answer. All your answers, you wrote them in the letter yourself. Okay, so sister, let me help you realize what you just wrote to me and Shirley. Okay? I'm not the one and we're not the two. Here's the letter. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 49-year-old single woman. That's damn near 50. And I say I'm single because I'm in a dead-end relationship for almost 10 years. Let's stop right here. If you're writing a letter at damn near 50 because you think you're single, because you are in a dead-end relationship, you are telling us what the problem is right now. But you also have the solution in this letter. I was so in love with this man, and I felt like he loved me, but he stopped telling me after 3 years of being together. So for 7 years, you ain't heard nothing. It stopped after year 3. This is the answer to your letter. He stopped loving you after year 3. Instead of telling me, he'd say, I was the closest thing he had to a wife. And everyone knows who his number one is. Wait a minute. You ain't the... Oh, okay. So he got enough women where he numbering y'all. You don't see that. You're the closest thing he got to a wife, but he ain't finna have no wife, and everybody knows you the number one. Okay, we'll see when we come back.
All right, Steve, we'll come back with part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. The subject for today's Strawberry Letter is I'm not the one and we're not the two. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, I'm not the one and we're not the two.
All right, here's a woman who wrote in a letter, like I said, who is telling us exactly what's wrong. So that means she has identified the problem, and she's also provided us with all the solutions for herself. But obviously, she don't know this power she has, so here we go. 49-year-old single woman. I say I'm single because I've been in a dead-end relationship for 10 years. Did you hear yourself? You're in a relationship for 10 years is going dead end. I was past tense, so in love with this man. I felt like he loved me, but he stopped telling me after 3 years. So for 7 years, you haven't felt loved. Are you listening to you? He'd say I was the closest thing he had to a wife, and everybody knows who his number one is. So now he got enough women, so he numbering them. All right. I was too needy and gullible back then to realize how stupid that sounded. Back then, when? Was it at the first 3 years you sounded good? Or it took you 7 years of realizing what he was saying? I'm a little confused, sister, but it don't sound like you are. There has been a few incidents here and there where I'd hear something about my man out in the streets, and he would always say that other women are jealous of me because he's all mine. He has a huge ego, and I fed it for years. And now that I've come to my senses, I want out of this foolishness. Okay, here goes the answer. Our house is in my name. His car is in my name, and he has a credit card I let him use. Those 3 things right here. Number 1, put him out of your house. Number 2, repo your car. And number 3, report the credit card stolen, have them send you a new card with a new number, and now his ass is out of house, home, and a living. It's just that simple. You put all this in the letter. It's been a cycle of this man telling me whatever I needed to hear. No, he told you what you wanted to hear. So I wouldn't dump him, but I'm ready to go for good, and here's why. Now she ready to go, and this is why. Okay, let's look at this. I got home from work Tuesday. He was already home in his bathrobe. He said he felt like he had COVID. Oh, what a nice guy. I think I got COVID. I come home, put on a damn bathrobe, and wait on you to come home so I can breathe this information on your ass. You thought you had COVID, so you come home, put a bathrobe on, and breathe all over the house and breathe this information on me. Are you kidding me? So I told him to go to the doctor. He couldn't wait. He left at 4 p.m. and called me later, said he'd been admitted and he would call me later. I did not even ask what hospital he was in, and the nurse must have been off and his phone must have been off because I couldn't reach him. Now watch this. My spidey senses kicked in. Wait a minute. There. Where had these damn senses been for 10 years? So your spidey senses kicked in after 10 years. Your spidey senses kicked in when he gave you COVID? Or when you thought, what? Anyway, I called his mother to see if she'd heard from him. She said he just left her house. He looked fine to her.
Looked fine to me.
He's stupid.
Telling the truth.
How did that sound? How did she say it, Steve?
Well, Robert was over here and he just left the house and Robert looked good to me. You say he got COVID. Well, he didn't have his bad robe on over here and he was driving. Let me call Robert and see if he got the COVID or not. Because why would he come over here if he had the COVID?
Yes.
COVID, right.
He know I got a pre-existing condition.
That's right, Mama.
She said he had just left the house and looked fine to me. He came in the next morning. Here we go. With Gatorade and some ibuprofen.
Work it, Robert. Come on, man.
You're proud of him.
And he said it was dehydration. Boy.
That boy,
you know,
he uses some
I'd be proud of him had he had not stopped by his mama's house.
Yeah.
I'd have been proud of him he hadn't stopped by his mama's house. Because this was a good one. Gatorade and ibuprofen. They told him it's just dehydration. I'm not the one, and we're not the two. What you mean to say is, I'm not number one. I'm somewhere around number two. Because there's a lot of stuff in front of you. You ain't even the number one no more. Because he done spent the night somewhere else.
Wasn't in the hospital.
It's time for, he was getting some healing. But it wasn't from a doctor. It's time for him to go, and I need advice on how to break the cycle so he doesn't keep lying and cheating. How do I get rid of this man? Let's go over this again. The house is in your name. Put him out your house. The car he drives is in your name. Repo the car. And he has a credit card I let him use. Report the credit card stolen.
That's it. Thank you, Steve. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, it is Junior Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
All right, Shirley. Well, Arizona's quarterback Kyler Murray's contract is still a topic of discussion because of the clause that he had to have 4 hours of film study every week in the contract. Well, Kyler Murray spoke out and said, hey, man, it's embarrassing to think that I don't be prepared when I take the field. And he really was upset about this. He spoke for about 11 minutes. He says, I'm always prepared. I work hard, all the work that I've done, the whole nine. It's so crazy that Warren Moon spoke up. What's up, Tommy?
How much is this contract?
This contract, dog, is $230.5 million.
If you don't sign this damn contract.
He signed it. But the team took the clause out that he had to have film study. They just took it out the contract because it was making a noise. But Warren Moon said it kind of had like a racial undertone to it because he said back in the day when I was playing, they always felt like black quarterbacks were lazy, they couldn't lead, and they wouldn't study. And that just felt like it just had a racial undertone to it. So that's Warren Moon spoke out about it. But the clause is out. So now, man, I'm telling you right now, for $160 million, I'm watching Pee Wee football. I'm watching all kinds of film.
Everything.
I'm watching all kinds of film. I don't care. I'm watching movies about football. The pro rugby on everything. Hey, what's that movie Burt Reynolds did, man? The Comeback? Is that what that was called?
The Longest Yard?
The Longest Yard. Yeah, I'm watching that every single day for $160 million.
Water Boy, everything.
Water Boy.
I'm watching Brian's song.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh my God.
I'm watching radio.
Hell, I'm watching Hoosiers. I'm watching basketball movies. You ain't gonna be able to do a damn thing I ain't seen.
Well, man, I'm glad he spoke up for himself. Also, this is so crazy, man. President Trump spoke out on Brittany Griner. Did y'all hear what he said?
Yeah, I heard.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
This fool.
I missed that. What happened?
She went in there loaded up with drugs into a hostile territory where they're very vigilant about drugs. They don't like drugs. and she got caught. And now we're supposed to get her out, and she makes a lot of money, I guess. But we're supposed to get her out for a absolute killer and one of the biggest arms dealers in the world. Killed many Americans, killed many people. And he's going to get a free card, and we're going to get her. She knew you don't go in there loaded up with drugs. And she admitted it. I assume she admitted it without too much force because it is what it is. And it certainly doesn't seem like a very good trade, does it? He's an absolute one of the worst in the world, and he's going to be given his freedom because a potentially spoiled person goes into Russia loaded up with drugs.
Be careful, Donna. You know Putin got them tapes. Be careful.
Tell him.
He shouldn't be allowed to
Why
talk.
is he still in the news? All right. We'll be back with a letter from a listener that needs your help, Steve, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here's a question a guy asked his friend to email the morning show to get your opinion, Steve. My wife went out of town this past weekend, and it was a good thing because on Saturday, a young guy, maybe around 20 years old, rang my doorbell. He asked me my name, asked if I once lived in Memphis, and asked me if I knew a woman whose name I won't mention. When those checked out, he then put out his hand and told me he was my son. I lived in Tennessee 2 decades ago, and I dated the woman for a little while, so the math checks out. And this was right before my wife and I got married, but the kid's mom didn't tell me any of this. I invited the young man in, and we talked more about it. He's trying to put his life together. It was a cool conversation, and we both agreed to get a DNA test to confirm or deny the possibility that he is my son, and yes, he favors me. Either way, how do I break this Maury Povich you are or you are not the father situation to my wife? Do I tell her everything about the visit, the DNA test, or wait for the results and then tell her I have a son?
Yeah. I would take the DNA test, and then when it comes back positive that that's your son, then you got to tell your wife exactly how it happened. This guy came to my house. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Say what, Big Dog?
Don't tell her about the visit first
no.
before the DNA test?
No. It's easy. No.
So
You
when
do
she
not.
comes home on the weekend, what happened this weekend? What you do?
Nothing. Not a
Oh,
damn
baby.
Nothing.
I was watching
Been
TV.
here all myself all day.
Yeah. I promise you I'm not mentioning. So he came over to you. How come you didn't tell me this right then? Baby, listen. I didn't know whether this young man was telling the truth or not. I do remember this woman over 20 years ago. It was before we got married. I do remember this. But if it wasn't no DNA, it ain't no need of him talking to me about this. I find out it's true, I have a son.
So 20 years means nothing to her because this happened right before the wedding.
He was born before the wedding.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you do realize that.
Well, that 9 months. 9 months, all as long as he born before this wedding.
That's all.
Yeah.
We got something.
So you
I
mean
was
you
in the-
knew about you knew about this woman while we were walking down the aisle? While we were making all these wedding
I
preparations?
had known of this woman before we got married, but after I found out we were serious, I broke it off.
Sound like a good time to lose hearing.
I was younger back then. You'll be able to get past this 20-year thing. And then see, no, listen to me. No. It's not going to be easy, but see, you out of the child support stage. Ain't no money got to come out the house. It's easier to, this is my son, I didn't know it. Then you got to do the right thing as a man because he's trying to put his life together. So you got to help your son at this point. I don't think this is not going to cause him his marriage. It's going to create a whole lot of questions. He going to get tapped a lot in the middle of the night.
Yes,
Excuse me.
Yes, he is.
Let me ask you something. So when we went to Cancun,
because
you were seeing her when? Wait a minute, wait. But you was in Memphis in 90.
Yes.
All of that.
Yes.
No, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. In 2000 though, we went to see my mama in Texas.
Black women can do math.
Yes,
Oh,
we
yes.
can.
Oh, yes.
Wait a minute. Hold up. So when you was driving
Yes.
to see me in Dallas, which way you go? Because that's 40. 40, once you come down Nashville, you hit 40, and then you come across to Arkansas to get on 30.
That's right.
You must have stopped. You went to see this heifer right before you saw
It
me.
happened right
When that
before
boy,
the
when that
wedding,
boy
Steve.
birthday? When that baby birthday?
More of today's trending stories on the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Wow, we are really losing some great legends. Nichelle Nichols, the groundbreaking actress who played Lieutenant Uhura on the original Star Trek series, has passed away. She was 89. Nichols shared one of the first interracial kisses in television history on Star Trek with her co-star, William Shatner, we all know as Captain Kirk. Whoopi Goldberg, who later played Guinan on Star Trek: The Next Generation, has described Uhura as a role model, recalling that she was astounded and excited to see a Black woman character on TV who was not a maid. Nichelle Nichols' death was confirmed on Sunday by her son, Kyle Johnson, on her website. Johnson said his mother died of natural causes.
She was so beautiful.
Yeah. She was gorgeous. She was gorgeous.
She was.
She really, really was. Yeah. And it was exciting, like Whoopi said, to see her on TV, in a powerful role, like she was on Star Trek.
She was a leader
really
on Star Trek. Was it communications director or something? I don't know.
Yeah. And the first interracial kiss on TV with Captain Kirk.
Yeah,
that was a
then.
lot. All right.
She kissed that white man last night.
That was the talk of the town, wasn't it?
All right, we're moving
Them hillbillies
on.
were sitting there going, yeah, that's where it better be, right where it need to be, outer space.
Coming up in 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for a round of Would You Rather. All right, guys, here we go. Would you rather work 4-day weeks or work 2 months on and 1 month off?
A and B.
Think about that.
Oh no. I want the 2 months on.
I knew he would
1
want
month
that.
off. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What
Skip
that
a
mean?
4-day work week.
I better do them 4-day weeks. I better do that. That 1 month off, I'm gonna forget I'm working. I got a job.
No.
You're going to be wilding.
2 months on, 1 month off.
You
Yeah.
like that, Steve?
Yeah, I like that
Hell
too.
yeah, all day.
Because you were in Vegas for 30 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, baby. Yes.
All right. Would you rather have another 10 years with your partner or a one-night stand with your celebrity crush?
Hey.
Oh.
Lot of silence.
Just A. Just
Okay,
for
so
radio.
Junior's
A.
going
I don't understand.
Would you rather have another 10 years with your partner or would you rather have a one-night stand with your celebrity crush?
What? Oh, you don't get your partner no more?
No,
That'd
it's
be
over.
Can't have
crazy.
both of them.
Yeah.
I can't have
No,
be
you
crazy.
cannot.
Junior
No,
picked A.
I'm taking the 10 years. What the hell I want with one
I'm
night?
gonna take A. Till hell I can't.
Oh, you said it.
Why do you sound
reluctantly.
upset about it?
I gone over here where I've been. Just sit down. Till Helen once again. Now.
Boy, you know the real shocker for you when you discover Hallie don't want you. I sure wish I could arrange that.
And she don't want the one night stand.
Right. Or the 10 years with you.
All right. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade? Jail for 5 or a coma for 10?
Ooh.
No, I'm going to do this jail.
I'm taking jail.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna take that coma and I'm gonna take that coma and get me some rest.
Night.
Boy, coma, when you come out that coma, I can't tell you how poor your ass finna be.
I don't like people just coming in and visit me when I'm in the hospital.
No, you getting all your dog. You know what you're gonna weigh. You know what you're gonna look like.
A beard. How long will his beard be?
Oh my God.
No.
You would rather go to jail for five years?
I can't do that jail
Then
thing,
be in
man.
a coma for 10.
10.
I'm just laying up here. I done missed everything.
I'm hilarious in jail.
Dog, I'll get some groups together in prison and
Nah.
I'm in there cutting deals.
I'm with you, nephew, on that one. All right. That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up 49 minutes after the hour, it's our last break of the day, and we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. This is our last break of the day. All right. This is it on this Tuesday.
last break.
We want to remind you. Yeah, we want to remind you that there are primaries in the following states: Arizona, Kansas, Washington, Missouri, and Michigan today. Please go vote. We need your votes. Just a reminder, to register to vote, go to whenweallvote.org. Whenweallvote.org.
Hey, yo, what's up with the hearing? Like the whole January
6th insurrection hearing?
Yeah.
Well, they stopped, and they won't come back on TV until September, but they're still working behind the scenes. People are doing their testimony on video, on Zoom and stuff, and we're finding out a lot of
What's the goal? What are we working towards?
To find out if they can charge President Trump with any of this and who it leads to. It's going to lead to a lot of convictions. It's going to be hard to tie it to Donald Trump, but that's what they're working very hard at. The other plan is to totally make him discredible in front of his own party. He is losing traction, and he's losing true. According to the polls. His likability factor and stuff is going, and he's losing a lot of people. That's going, wow, he lied to him. But, it's amazing how many people are still holding on to this being a false election, and election was stolen. And that's what that black guy is in prison for. He's got the longest prison sentence, the black guy so far. He's gotten 5 years, 6 years. And his stupid ass.
They are having there are convictions.
Yeah, because his ass is stupid. Yeah. And you already know if you black, you finna get more. Yeah. So what you took your black ass down there for?
When you looked at
you sitting up here talking about the election. Yeah. You talking about this election is stolen. Your ass comes from slavery.
Let me just tell you something.
We were stolen.
If I go to a rally and I look around, I'm the only black at the rally, I start leaving.
Immediately.
Ain't hanging out.
Dog, I'm not going down there if I don't go down there with some blacks.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, man.
You mean you didn't have no other black people say, you know what, man, we going down here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, what President Donald Trump did was it was a violation of his oath.
Yeah.
The president of the United States.
But here's the problem that they say that they have.
Yes.
Do they want to indict a former sitting president? What will that do to the credibility of our nation? That's one of the debates I'm watching them have on CNN. Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn. Why they so concerned about the credibility of this thing?
Our credibility is shot. It's terrible. So
it is.
Yeah.
The whole country was built on theft.
Saying the big lie. It was.
The country is a big lie. Mm-hmm. You stole this from the Indians. The Louisiana Treaty stole this from the Indians. This whole country was stolen.
Native Americans.
The whole country was built off the backs of free labor. Your Constitution said we 3/5 of a human. Mm-hmm. Your Constitution said women can't vote. Mm-hmm. Your Constitution. Man, miss me.
Mm-hmm. Only thing they really care about in the Constitution anyway is the right to bear arms.
That's it, Tony.
The Second Amendment. That's it.
No, that is it.
All that other stuff.
Why were you asking Tom?
When they wrote that, they wasn't talking about these guns we got right now. They not that. This is
no, and they weren't
those
talking
guns
about
were different.
But they didn't know the companies were going to come along and start making guns like this, and that there was going to be such a profitable business.
Right.
And so now we ain't changing none of these gun laws because we making too much money. Crime is money for the NRA.
Yeah. There was a mass shooting in Orlando I think this past weekend. It's just so many. It's just, are we numb to
normal.
this?
Yeah, I don't, I never want us to become, just desensitized like that. That's horrible. It's like we're sitting ducks just waiting for the next mass shooting. That's a horrible way to live. It just really is because of the gun situation in this country. Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yep. I know. How was your weekend, Steve? As we move on from that subject.
You know what? It was fine. I went fishing with my wife.
Oh, we saw Margaret.
We saw her on Instagram.
Yeah, on the gram.
She don't listen.
Why? What did she do?
Listen, she got a fish. I saw that.
She caught a fish. She's struggling. I done bought her pliers and gloves.
Okay.
That way she could touch the fish without being queasy. I bought her gloves. I don't use gloves when I fish. It ain't necessary. But I use pliers. Because sometimes that fish hook being there too hard, you need some pliers to help get it out. Now I done bought her pliers. The pliers is in her pants pocket. She been over on the Instagram trying to get the hook out. And I'm patient with her. I said, baby, use your pliers. Baby, use your pliers. Mm-hmm. So then she won't pull her pliers out, so I take my pliers and throw them on the ground.
Uh-huh.
Use these?
Why you throwing stuff at me?
Uh-huh.
They right on the ground right next to the fish. I ain't throw nothing at you. Then she pick them up, the hook come right out. I said, thank you. Oh, wow, now she posing all with the fish. Now she takes the fish. I done told her ass to lay the fish back in the water because the fish is already traumatized from being out the damn water. Lay it in the water, let the fish get in. She throw it a 3.5 damn somersault. Now this damn fish in here, now he already out the water. Now he in here doing gymnastics. That damn fish don't know where he at now. He in the water in shock. I said, boy, this girl right here. Hey, y'all, have a great day, okay? Talk to God. He would love to hear from you. He really would.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.